Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Racha, Kwadash. Double honors due to the apostles, the bishops, and the elders of Great Millstone. Rule well. Peace, blessings, and safety to the Lord's elect. It's your brother Yeshaya. And this is going to be a quick video. Okay. This is fair use, fair use, fair use. All right. APnews.com. And basically about the upcoming uh you know November 1st, shut off and non-disbursement of your SNAP benefits, or aka food stamps. Now this is going to cause a civil unrest if they really do go through with it, because as elders and brothers been doing lessons throughout the whole week ever since this government shutdown was actually uh you know the government shutdown actually was enacted or initiated. Okay. um I believe around the beginning of the month. you know so we're reaching tomorrow, Lord's willing, will be November 1st. And we have yet to see what's going to happen and what's going to transpire, because we have, like I said, the apostles, the elders, and the bishops have been doing, and the apostles, the bishops, the elders, and the brothers on down have been doing videos showing montages and, clips of Jake crashing out, saying that they're going to loot, they're going to do whatever they can to get their, Fritos, their Doritos, fucking Coke, Coca-Cola, and Mountain Dew, and all that bullshit that SNAP uh provides for you to, basically destroy yourself. But you see Jake on social media self-incriminating themselves, talking about whatever they got, and SNAP, they're going to take that and fill their buggy up and run out the store. And this is falling right into, the Esau Edom's hand, all right, because he wants you to, cause civil unrest so he can enact and activate these legislators and these, unrighteous decrees, these laws, okay, that they already have set up in place for this very same thing. Okay, so without further ado, this is AP News. Fair use, fair use, fair use. National Guard in each state is ordered to create quick reaction forces trained in civil unrest. So they have a quick reaction to your, nigger reaction, right? Looting, robbing, stealing is not, what you should be doing in this instance, or in this case. Okay. If you had any sense or any wherewithal about you, you would, depend on Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shah to provide for you. Okay. And not leaning on the man that smote you. Okay, going to Egypt for help, going down to Egypt for help. Woe is him that goes down to Egypt for help. Okay, where chariot and horse, is basically there is no help. It's a facade. Okay, it's just to set you up for the MOTB. All right. I want to go up Elder Apostle Gabar right there. So let's read a little bit of this article posted yesterday, October 30th. Washington AP military leaders have ordered the National Guard in every state to develop a quick reaction force of troops trained to deal with civil disturbances and riots that can be ready to deploy with just hours' notice. The latest indication of a longer term Trump administration plans to more readily dispatch soldiers to U.S. streets. A set of memos circulated this month directed Guard units in all 50 states and U.S. territories, except for the District of Columbia, of course, D.C., Washington, D.C., to train a contingent of soldiers in a specialized course that includes the proper use of batons, body shields, stun guns, and pepper spray. So they're getting ready for you niggas to riot, for y'all to, just make a fucking ass of yourself and to basically fall into their hands where they can implement the sword on you, man. All right, Esau is itching to start unaliving you Negroes, man. Negroes, Chinos, Latinos, Native Americans. You're falling right in their hands. Okay, you're falling right into the trap. You know, Signed by Major General Ronald Burkett, Operations Director for the National Guard. The memos reviewed by the Associated Press gave various numbers for each state's force, often 500 each, that total more than 23,000 troops in all. The memos direct Washington, D.C. to maintain a specialized military police battalion with 50 National Guard soldiers on active duty orders. It presses forward with President Donald Trump's broader vision for a muscular role for the U.S. military in targeting illegal immigration and crime. So he basically trying to militarize the police, military, which they're already been doing, but basically have it to where it's a police state, or a military, or basically military takes over. Okay. What is state of emergency? Okay. Basically, at the end, they want the military, all right, to be the basically the what is it? The overall rule or the overall, uh, um, you know, but basically to replace the government, which the shadow government, they have their hands in everything, so they're still going to be controlling these militarized groups. Okay. And once the people get tired of uh slaughtering, and their conscious activates, that's when they're gonna what activate those robots that don't feel any type of remorse, don't get tired. Okay, so hey, the sword is being furbished, man. He has already pushed traditional boundaries by sending the National Guard into American cities, often over the objection of Democratic local leaders. So there you go, that right left paradigm that they're using. Okay, the two horns of the same animal. All right, you can go into the book of Revelation, the 12th chapter. I believe, and he had two horns as a lamb. I mean, he spake as a lamb. It's like he had two horns of a lamb and he spake as a dragon. So he's gonna appear to come in peace, and basically these Republican and Democratic or plebeian and patrician, parties, the right and left wing, so to say, conservative and liberal parties, basically, are basically going into the Hegelian dialectic, if you may, you know problem, action, solution. Okay, pressure from above, pressure from beneath. Okay, it's all going towards, it's to cause civil unrest, it's to cause perplexity, as we've been bringing out during the week, and to really confuse you Americans and really beat you down to the point where you are very are you you have no other choice but to what take their mark. All right. So, without further ado, I got a couple of scriptures. This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 21 and verse 9. Son of man, prophesy and say, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua. Say, a sword is sharpened and also furbished. Okay, so the Lord is he's reaching to his brigadine. He is activating his sword, all right, which is Esau Edom and all of his technology, and the things that the Lord blessed him with. All right, the things that Isaac blessed him with. Okay, the fatness of the earth and ruled by the sword, and he's gonna be at 100% of his devil potential that the Lord made him to be in these days, because the Lord is gonna put His spirit on him to extract judgment. Okay, a sword is sharpened and also furbished. It is sharpened to make a sore slaughter. It is furbished that it may glitter. Should we then make mirth? It condemneth the rod of my son as every tree. Let's read it in the NLT. It is sharpened for terrible slaughter and polished to flash like lightning. Now will you laugh? Those far stronger than you have fallen beneath his power. Okay. And yes, the sword is now sharpened and polished. It is being prepared for the executioner. Back in the KJV, and he hath given it to be furbished, that it may be handled. This sword is sharpened and it is furbished to give it into the hand of the slayer. And the slayer is who? Esau Edom. All right. Another scripture backing this up, the book of Psalms, chapter 17. All right. This is the Lord's sword. Psalm 17 and 13. Arise, O Lord, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword. So there you go, the wicked. All right, as we know, going to the book of Malachi, okay, the first chapter, the first, fourth verse. All right, is the border of wickedness, aka Esau Edom. All right. Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord have indignation forever. Okay. So Esau, you got away with it, but you ain't get away with it. All right. The book of Psalms, chapter 64. and verse 2. I'm gonna start at the top. Psalm 64 and 1. To the chief musician, a psalm of David, hear my voice, O power, in my prayer. Preserve my life from the fear of the enemy. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity, who whet their tongue like a sword, and bend their bows and shoot their arrows, even bitter words, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Subtly do they shoot at him and fear not. So the perfect represents the nation of Israel as a whole, but then the Lord also has his remnant, his elect inside of the elect. Okay, the elected represents the whole nation of Israel, but there is an elect inside of the elect, the remnant. Okay, so hey man, yeah, and this is this man's blessing. And hey, you're gonna see, man. Jeremiah 15 and 1, then said the Lord unto me, though Moses and Samuel, all right, the kings and the prophets stood before me, yet my mind could not be toward this people. Cast them out of my sight and let them go forth. And it shall come to pass, if they say unto thee, whither shall we go forth? Then thou shalt tell them, thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, such as are for death to death, such as are for the sword to the sword, such as are for the famine to the famine, and such as are the captivity to the captivity. So that sword, man, that sword is is upon you people, man. Okay, and the only thing you can do is repent. All right, turn back to the the Lord to the best of your ability. Okay, and Lord willing, He has mercy and grace on you. All right, and Lord willing, you be part of the elect. That's the prayers that we send up, and that's the faith that we have as being the hopeful elect. Things are gonna get bad, so hey, it's time to seek your power while He may be found. All right. So that's it. Lord willing, that was edifying. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakah Kodash. Double honors due to the apostles, the bishops, the elders, the great millstone. Peace and blessings, safety to the Lord's elect out there. Shalom.